In today's video, we will take a look Johns Creek real estate market update for January and February 2025. My name is Anna Eckstein, Ultimate Luxury Group, Coldwell Banker Global Luxury Realty. Let's start. All right, Johns Creek, detached homes. So what we're considering to be detached is single-family homes. And today we'll take a look what happened real estate activity in the 1 month of activity in January and February, and the 12 months worth of the activity in January and February of 2025. Also, we'll take a look at the medium sales price and average, and this is moving forward. I decided to include average sales price, but this is for your information only. And the reason why, because if you have one of the months, the really super expensive home sold or very inexpensive home sold, then the number is not, in my opinion, is not as accurate as you would go with a medium sales price, because you go right on the middle where the prices you would take, the homes that are sold, and you go right on the middle. That's your medium sales price. The average, you have to edit all those homes and divide it on the homes that you just added, right? So if one of the months will be super, super expensive, that the average sales price will not be as accurate. But it's interesting, guys. If you take a look, it's really interesting because the medium sales price, if you just take a look, and this is how, another thing, like the data is the data, but how it's been calculated and presented, this is very different. Because if you would ask, for the Johns Creek in single-family homes, are the prices are going down in January or they're going up? Well, I would argue with you that it's depending how you look in the data. If you look in just take a month of activity, we actually lost 33% of our medium sales price compared to a 2024 January. But if you take a look activity for the 12 months for the January, then you can clearly see that the prices is actually up by 851,000. That's your medium sales price for the 12 months of activity. But if you just look in January, then your medium sales price is $660,000. So that's interesting how the things can work, because like I talking with so many different people, and that's just putting some numbers. Oh, this is how much is home up or down. Well, how did you calculate it? Like, what data did you take? And you can see how different this data can be also between average sales price and medium sales price. You can see it for yourself. Now, in February, if you take the activity, we also down by 10%, and our medium sales price just in February, based on 30-day activity, is $815,000. And our 12 months activity, its medium sales price is $850,000. And you would say, Anna, why did you take only 1 month of activity? And so I think it's important to understand a seasonality, but overall trend, you look in 12 months of activity. So you don't take 1 month of activity and say, okay, this is it. We're going into crash or whatever, right? You look in for understanding the market trend, you have to look the 12 months of activity. So the 12 months of activity in Johns Creek is still up by 8% in January and by 6% in February. But for this conversation, I would like to include 1 month so you can see what actually happened in January. Okay? So the average price per square foot, we actually have up in the month of January across the board, and February, 1 month of activity, we actually down by 1%, and we up by 8% in overall trend 12 months. The new listings, actually in the month of January, we down by 10%. So we had 26 listings in the month of January, and the month of February, we also down by 9%, and overall listings in Johns Creek for the single-family homes was 29. The active listings, we are up by 3% in the month of January, by 19% in the month of February. The average days on the market is also, in a single month of activity, is up. And on average now in January of 2025, we had 55 days on the market, the 30 days in February. But if you look in overall trend for the 12 months, we're actually down. So month supply, where are we at? And we still definitely in a Johns Creek, we definitely in a seller's market. So if you're the seller, it's anything under 3%, you are in a seller's market. So if you're a buyer, you will have some challenges to find the right property in Johns Creek, for sure. And you don't have as much leverage to negotiate either. So, but there's always negotiation can be done, with that being said. So number of homes sold. So there's 19 homes sold in the month of January, and that's up by 12%. Overall trend, 12 months, we actually down. So we sold 341 homes. The 1 month of activity, we actually, we sold, is up 213%. We sold 25 homes in February. And look, guys, compared to a year ago, it's only 8. And overall trend, we up also 8%. So the seller's still getting their price. And let's take a look where we have for attach. So attach, we say anything that it's a condos or townhouses. Our medium sales price is 500, just in a 1 month single activity is 515,000. 605,000, that's 12 months worth activity. The February, we up by 10%, and our medium sales price, 637,798. And 608, that's a 12 months of activity. And we up by 22% on attached product in Johns Creek. So average price per square foot is up in the month of January. And we are $275 per square foot. 258 is a 12 months of activity. We're slightly down price per square foot in February, but we're still trending $254 per square foot. 258 is 12 months worth of activity. New listings. So we are definitely up in month of January. We got 9 new listings. In the month of February, we got 8 listings. And the active inventory is on the rise, I think, regardless what city, suburb we're looking. It's definitely on the rise in Georgia. And active listing inventory rose in January by 130%, and 55% rose in the month of February. The average days on the market rose as well. So right now, just in a single month, we're about 43 days. Running 12 months activities about 45 days. 60 days for the month of February in 1 month of activity, and 50 days in 12 months trend. The month supply is actually quite interesting. It did increase, is 3.2 months, and you can see it's still up compared to a year ago. And February is 2.12 months. And the number of the homes that sold, we only end up selling in January 2 homes, 2 single-family homes in a Johns Creek. And that's 67% down compared to what we actually sold a year ago. And in February, we sold 8 homes, and it's down by 27% compared to a year. And the ratio, the seller's still getting the money. So it's 98%, the buyer has a little bit room for negotiation, and they're still getting pretty close to their asking price. So that's my attached homes for the Johns Creek. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you find this video valuable for you and for your family. And if you're thinking of selling your home in Johns Creek, I would love to sit down with you and create a success of the roadmap plan, how we can get there with the highest price possible in today's market. If you're a buyer and you're thinking of moving to Johns Creek, I would love to sit down with you and create your success plan, how we can get there. My name Anna Eckstein, Ultimate Luxury Group, Coldwell Banker Global Luxury Realty. Thanks so much for watching and see you in the next video.